I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power. at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present. by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Kandvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamajalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam भावाधीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanam, welcome all our viewers, devotees, disciples, and all the Kailaya-vasis who are joining us today for the Parashakti Akashic reading series with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. We have few security reminders from KAILASA's National Security Agency, as well as the important cautions for today's segment. We welcome all Kailaya Vasis attending from Kailasa monasteries, gurukuls, temples, ashrams, and centers from around the world. We welcome all the Facebook, Instagram, Nithyananda TV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, YouTube viewers, and all those blessed to have the Naini Diksha two-way video conferencing who are joining us for today's sacred spiritual program, the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Parashakti, the divine cosmic energy, the divine cosmic mother, is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. She is the source Shakti. It is her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. She is the source of the Big Bang and the black hole. Parashakti is the divine consort of Paramashiva, who is the primordial god in Hinduism. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully reveals the first and foremost relationship is mother. The ability to learn, even idea to relate, starts with mother. Mother is an important way to connect with what you think as life. In the Vedic tradition, or rishis were aware your ability to connect with the mother should be directed to cosmos. It should inspire, it should awaken your higher consciousness. It should inspire your higher consciousness to express through you. Connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, and most easiest form to ever connect.
Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, and delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Let us now understand what is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Samadhi means sama, which is oneness, and adhi means source. So samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. Bhava samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. Darshan means to have a glimpse of. In Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being, as just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep, lasting transformation in the receiver. Darshan is the powerful superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. The auspicious moment when you are able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you, raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your being. Let us understand a few fundamental truths about the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The first one being that the divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from KAILASA, which is the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and through incarnations. The divine cosmic beings manifest through the Archavataras, the deities in the temples, and through the Bhava Samadhi Darshans as the Nijavataras. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatara manifesting Paramashiva, the Supreme Consciousness. Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajajeshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. The Archavatara reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy, but human beings of the superconscious energy are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. The avatar comes down to bridge the gap and create the experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. During darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the incarnation. Mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. The Akashic readings are readings from the cosmic archives. They are not predictions, they are readings from the cosmic archives themselves. Beyond time, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. Because the Akashic records are stored in the Akasha, which is the space dimension, there is no past, no present, and no future. That is why what you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are clearly already recorded. Let us now introduce the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the reviver of KAILASA, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. Before the year 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. In the year 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into the Bal Sannyas and Chaturmasya at the age of 3. In the year 1988, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tonde Mandaladinam, which is the oldest monastic university. In the year 1994, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism became the successor of Arunachala Sarvanya by Guru Parampara. In the year 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive KAILASA internationally. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarvanya Peetham. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being declared as the successor of Arunachala Sarvanya Peetham by Guru Parampara. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founding the mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive KAILASA internationally. Here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is being coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarvanya Peetham. In the year 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the Adi KAILASA Sarvanya Peetham. In the year 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of Bhagyanagara Shri Upra Sarvanya Peetham. In this same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, became the incumbent emperor of Suryavamshi Sarangi Samraja of the Suryavamsha lineage. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen performing the Bhumi Puja and inaugurating Adi KAILASA Sarvagnapeetham. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is being declared as the successor of Bhakyanagara Shri Pura Sarvagnapeetham. In the year 2004, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the incumbent emperor of Suryavamshi Sarangi Samraja of the Suryavamsha lineage. In the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarvagnapeetham. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also declared as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. In the year 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shyamalapita Sarvagnapeetham, which is the oldest Hindu papal state and the monastic kingdom. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen reviving the Adi Pallava Sarvagnapeetham. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen being coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of KAILASA Shyamalapita Sarvagnapeetham. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, which is the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order, as the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akhada, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukhdevanandaji Maharaj, the then incumbent spiritual head. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tanjavur Adinam. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen being officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, which is the largest apex monastic order, as the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen being coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tanjavur Adinam. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tiruvarur Adinam, Vedaranyam Adinam, and Panchanadikulam Adinam. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen along with the Guru Parampara of the Tiruvarur Adinam. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen with the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Vedaranyam Adinam. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargoparam Adinam. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adipita Koladamat. In the year 2015, Swamiji was also elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen being coronated as Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargoparam Adinam. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism can be seen being coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adipita Koladamat. Here, Swamiji is being elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism over the past 28 years has done relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies of books and articles have been sold, read and downloaded. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures and over 20 million digital books. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world, read and watched by 1 billion followers in Hinduism. Over 10,000 hours of discourses and over 1 billion views on social media. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also respected as a commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, and so on. Honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader. Acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins' Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. The Sovereign Order of KAILASA, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries. Establisher of more than 1,000 Kailasa Enlightenment ecosystems, and the founder and reviver of over 100 serving meetups. With this, we are entering into the next segment of today's program, which is understanding the divine feminine consciousness and how it is unique to Hinduism. The unique contribution to the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is the sacred feminine worship. Even if everything from what Vedic tradition gave is lost, then just if the sacred feminine tradition is there, the whole thing can be revived because that is the seed. Hinduism has at least 10,000 sampradayas or subsects. If all sampradayas are lost for some reason, and only this one sampradaya, the Devi worship, remains, the whole thing can be brought back because the whole thing is centered on this one, Mother worship. Mother worship carries the blueprint, leaves the blueprint, carries the blueprint, the hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. That sacred feminine worship is a hologram of the Vedic tradition. There is no enlightened being on the planet Earth without worshipping the sacred feminine, including me. I am basically a Shakta. I myself follow Devi worship. From the beginning, if you see my biography and all the deities I carved, the darshan I had, they are all mother-based, Devi-based. These are the direct words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the 17th of September 2010. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism now expands on how Hinduism is the most feminist religion.
I tell you, in Hinduism, not just religion, even the Hindu economy, Hindu social system, everything is feminist. The women-centered, everything is feminist. When time comes, I'll try to reveal more details about it. How the women is the foundation of Hindu civilization. They formed the basis of Hindu civilization. Someone asked Ramakrishna when he was in deathbed. Literally, everyone knows that he is going to leave the body soon. I should not use the word deathbed for the great incarnations like him. They never die, but the time to leave their body. Everyone knows that he is going to leave the body. Close, sincere devotees of him, they come and ask him, Bhagavan, how can you leave the body so soon? Still, you have not trained enough people to continue your mission. Only few boys are trained and they are too young. He smiles and says, one woman is enough to carry my mission. She is already trained. Sharada Devi. She is trained enough. She will be the foundation from which this Ramakrishna Sampradaya, this whole civilization, revival will start. And that's true. It is she, Parashakti, Jagat Janani, Sharada Devi. She formed the foundation for this whole Ramakrishna Sampradaya to flower. I tell you, in Hindu civilization, spirituality, religion, Hindu economy, everything is centered on mother, on women. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, a great avatar who lived from 1836 to 1886, says very beautifully, Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. Unless she opens, nobody can reach. Very beautifully, he describes the house scene. Even though husband is the owner to the house, the key of the house will be on the hip of the mother. Either you have to fall at the feet of the mother, or the small sons of the mother. Only they can touch that place and remove the key. Nobody else can. So either surrender to the mother, or people who are close to the mother who can reach. Here we have a Shastra Pramana from the Devi Upanishad. Second verse. Devi replied, I am essentially Brahman. From me, the world comprising Prakriti and Purusha, the void and the plenum. I am bliss and non-bliss. Knowledge and ignorance are myself. Brahman and non-Brahman are to be known, says the scriptures of the Atharvans. I am the five elements, as also what is different from them. I am the entire world. I am the Veda as well as what is different from it. I am the unborn, I am the born. Below and above and around am I. Devi, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, Parashakti, is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and go in. Source where the Big Bang and black hole goes on. Parashakti is the source, source Shakti, source energy, source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are going to merge back into. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, and delivering the profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Here we have Devi Parashakti in her own words explaining about her happening and the significance of the Akashic records.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. பொருளாய் மலர்ந்து உயிர்த்தெழுந்து இறையனார் இடப்பாகத்திருந்து குமரிக்கண்டம் ஆளும் மீனாட்சி மலர்ந்தேன் இங்கு நல்லருள் செய்திடவும் நல்வாக்கு தந்திடவும் ஆனந்தம் ஞானத்தொடு பூரண அன்பு ஏகம் அநேகமாய் ஆகிய இப்புவுலகிற்கு பரமசிவன் ஞானம் தர வந்தேன் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி. அருளாட்சி அரசாட்சி பொருளாட்சியொடு நன்மாட்சிமையொடு ஆட்சி செய்யும் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான். கருணையே வடிவாய் கண்மலர்ந்து நன்மை செய்திட வந்திட்டேன். மாந்தர்கள் கேளுங்கள் இந்த பெருநன்மை சத்தியத்தை. கேட்டு நீங்கள் வாழ்ந்திட கேடும் பெருந்துக்கமும் உங்களுக்கில்லை. கேட்டிடுங்கள். இவ்வினாடி என்னை கண்டுகொண்டும் கேட்டுக்கொண்டும் இருக்கும் உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நான் அளிக்கும் தீட்சை. நானே நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் கடந்த உயிர்ப்பாய் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்குள்ளும் இருக்கின்றேன். பரமசிவோஹம் 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 பரமசிவோஹம். இதை தீட்சையாய் ஏற்று இதே உணர்வோடு அமர்ந்திருங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எல்லா நன்மையும் வரமும் ஞானமும் அருளும் அளிக்கின்றேன். ஓங்காரத்தின் உட்பொருளாய் வேதமொடு ஆகமம் மெய்யாய் வெளிப்பட்டு உபவேதங்கள் உபாகமங்கள் அனைத்துமாய் உயர்ந்து நின்று தத்துவங்கள் ஆராய் உண்மையை செப்பி ஜகம் முழுவதும் ஞானம் அளிக்கும் பாரதி பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான். ஆய கலைகள் 64 உடலும் மனமும் உயர்வை அடைந்திடும் பரமசிவ சக்திகளை உங்களுக்குள் மலர்த்தவே வந்திருக்கின்றேன். அஷ்ட சித்திகளும் அஷ்ட கன்மமும் ஆதி சக்தி பரமேஸ்வரியாய் மலர்ந்து உங்கள் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் ஆனந்தம் அளிக்கின்றேன். அஞ்சாதீர், ஆனந்தத்தோடிருப்பீர். ஓம் 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 ஹ்ரீம் 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 ஓம் ஹ்ரீம். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
The words of Devi Parashakti herself, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashorasi, who is sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here. To give good boon to everyone, to bestow all goodness, Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmandiyoni, Shyami, Chandramoli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayovana, Samraji Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashorasi, Meenakshi, taking the form of Nithyananda, came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion I am blessing. Listen, people. To do good to all of you, I came down in the form of Nithyananda. I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. Let us now see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. Literally at that moment we are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti on our screen. So she should be received traditionally. Keep 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut and 1 coin in front of the screen. Watch Devi. Coin is considered to be the traditional dakshina in Hindu tradition. It can be the lowest value. In India it can even be 1 paisa. In US it can be even 1 cent. I am not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India even 1 paisa is okay. Here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands how we can prepare ourselves to receive the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Bhuta Yoga. See, whenever you want to ask any question to Devi and receive the answer, on that day do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Means apply only mud on the body and take bath. Don't apply any chemical on the body to take bath. Just that Puttuman means that anthill mud. Only that apply on the body and take bath. Don't apply anything else. That is mud. Earth part, earth component. Second, water. Drink only water that day. Don't eat, drink, don't do anything other than drinking water. When you come for the Parashakti's Akashic reading, at least for a few hours prepare yourself, maybe 10 hours ahead. Just drink only water and keep yourself active. Third, the fire in your stomach should be allowed to burn without any food dumped on it. Just the pure fire. You can chant Omkara to intensify it, or Mahavagya, Ajapa Japa, but pure fire, no food, nothing. That pure fire should be encouraged. And just be in the free air, open space, breathing the whole sky at least few hours before. And intensely unclutch to get the power of the space, Akasha. See, listen. Akasha is an intense energy. Just like the other bhutas, like earth, water, fire, air, the Akasha also is a pure consciousness. It is intelligence, living energy. Once you start unclutching, you manifest Akasha's energy in you, consciousness in you. So do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Your questions will be surely answered immediately by Parashakti. If you just do this Panchabhuta Yoga and come for the Devi's Akashic reading, she will simply answer your questions. I'll repeat. Apply the anthill mud and take bath, or even clay. Don't use any other chemical. Take bath just with the mud. Second, drink only water. No other food or juice at least for 10 hours ahead. If possible, that whole day. Third, intensify the Agni in your stomach without dumping any food on it. Just through the Omkara, Ajapa Japa, ignite it, intensify it. Fourth, walk around and breathe in an open space at least for a few hours before. Fifth, try to unclutch as intensely as possible to receive the Akasha energy, Chitambara, that energy of cosmic space. With this Panchabhuta Yoga, come to Parashakti's Akashic reading. Surely she will answer your questions.
We are now going to be seeing the various revelations Devi Parashakti has given to the humanity, the whole world.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. ஆரத்துயர்ந்து பாங்காய் வேதமுடு ஆகமமாய் வெளிப்பட்டு ரீங்காரமாய் மலர்ந்து பரஷோடசியாய் நிறைந்து 40 முக்கோணம் வாழும் கையிலை ஸ்ரீபுரச் சிந்தாமணி கிருகத்தில் இருக்கும் கைலாச சுவாமினி பரஷோடசி பரமசிவன் பாகம் அமர்ந்து பாராளும் பரமேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மனோன்மணி மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் நிஜாவதாரம் கொண்டேன் இங்கு எல்லோர்க்கும் நல்வரம் தந்திட எல்லா நன்மையும் அருளிட ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பஸ்வரூபிணி பிரம்மாண்டயோனி சாம்பவி சந்திரமௌலி ரபலா அபர்ணா உமா பார்வதி சாவித்ரி நவயவனா சாம்ராஜ்யலக்ஷ்மி பரமேஸ்வரி பரஷோடசி மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் உருக்கொண்டு இங்கு நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்தேன். அருட்பெருங்கருணையினால் அருளுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். மக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நன்மை செய்யவே நாம் இங்கு நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு கொண்டு நிஜாவதாரமாய் இறங்கி வந்தோம். இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். காலம் காலமாய் அவதார புருஷர்கள் வந்து மலர்ந்து உலகிற்கு நன்மை செய்யும் மிக பெரும் ஞான பூமி பாரதம். இருக்கின்ற ஒரு பாரதத்தை இழக்க இயலாது மக்களே. ஞான கர்ப்பத்தை மலடாக்க இயலாது. வாழையடி வாழையன ஞானிகளும் அவதார புருஷர்களும் வந்தே தீர வேண்டும், வாழ்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும், மலர்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும். உலகிற்கு அதுவே உத்தம நன்மை. ஒரு சில கயவர்கள் மாயையில் சிக்கி செய்திட்ட சதிகளால் உலகை பலி கொடுக்க ஆகாது. சிருஷ்டி நஷ்டமடையக் கூடாது. பிரபஞ்சம் அழிந்துவிடக் கூடாது. பிரளயத்து இருந்து இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தை காக்கவே பெரும் கப்பல் நானொன்று செய்தேன். அதன் பெயரே ஆதி கைலாசம். ஆதி கைலாசம் இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தில் இருக்கும் ஞான சக்திகளை ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே நாம் செய்த கப்பல். துரோகிகள் சூழ்ச்சியாலும் விரோதிகள் ஆட்சியாலும் வழியின்றி கப்பலை விட்டு மாலுமியே ஒதுங்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததையா. அதனால்தான் ககனம் கொந்தளித்து பேரழிவை நோக்கி சென்று கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. மக்களே, அறியாத தனத்தினால் மாயையில் சிக்கி குழந்தைகள் தவறு செய்தாலும் பிரபஞ்சம் அழியாது காக்க வேண்டியது பராசக்தி, பரமசக்தி பரஷோடசி மனோன்மணியின் பொறுப்பென்பதால் சத்தியங்கள் சிலவற்றை சொல்லுகின்றேன். நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள். அடுத்த சில மாதங்களில் 1000 அல்ல, லட்சம் அல்ல, கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். இந்திய நாட்டினில் கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். உண்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், தேடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கைக்கு பாதுகாப்பை. ஆதி கைலாசத்தை நிர்வகிக்கும் அன்பர்களே, நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக வரப்போகும் இந்த மாபெரும் பிரளயத்தை தெரிந்து கொண்டு உலகில் இருக்கும் எல்லா ஔஷத சக்திகளையும் ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி நவபாஷாணத்து நிறுத்தி ஆனந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் ஸ்தாபித்து வைத்தேன். வருகின்ற குரு பூர்ணிமையோடு 12 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த ஞான ரசவாதம் பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து முழுமையான நவபாஷாண லிங்கமாய் மலர்ந்து விடுகின்றது. வருகின்ற குரு பௌர்ணமியில் இருந்து வருகின்ற எல்லோரும் அங்கு வந்து நவபாஷாண தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடிச் செல்ல அனுமதியுங்கள். அதற்கு வகை செய்யும் விதத்திலே நல்ல முறையிலே எல்லா நன்மையும் செய்து வையுங்கள். இந்த தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடியோர்க்கும் அந்த தீர்த்தத்தை அருந்தியோர்க்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று வராது, மரணம் இல்லை, துக்கம் இல்லை. இது அறிவியல் பூர்வமாய் அனுபவபூர்வமாய் நிரூபிக்கப்படும். அதனால் கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று தினந்தோறும் வந்து நவபாஷாணத்தாலான ஆனந்த லிங்கத்தில், நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தில் நீராடி வணங்கி நன்மை பெற்றுச் செல்வார்கள். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள் மக்களே. ஆதி கைலாசத்து நிர்வாகிகளே, இந்த ஒரு சேவையை உலகத்திற்கு செய்யுங்கள். நீங்கள் செய்த எல்லா கர்மங்களுக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தமாகும். நல் அமைதியும் ஞானமும் யோகமும் உங்களுக்கும் கிட்டும், உலகத்திற்கும் கிட்டும். 12 ஆண்டுகள் முன்பாக பராசக்தி நான் செய்து வைத்த நவபாஷாணம் சித்தித்து புளித்து பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து ரசவாத யோகத்தில் சித்தியாகி இன்று நிறைந்த நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் மலர்ந்திருக்கின்றது. இதை செய்த காரணம் வரப்போகும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே. எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நேரடியாய் மறைமுகமாய் உதவி செய்து உடன் இருந்த எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் நம்பியே இந்த படகை நாம் உருவாக்கினோம். இந்த பெரும் சேவையில் எல்லோரும் வந்து பாகமாயிருந்து கொரோனா வராதவர், வந்தவர், வந்து நீங்கியோர், இவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் மாபெரும் மருந்து நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்து தீர்த்த விருந்து. எல்லோரும் வந்து நல் நீராடி தற்காப்பும் பெற்று நோய் கண்டவர் நோயும் தீர்ந்து நன்மையெல்லாம் அடைந்திட இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, உங்களால் இயன்றதைச் செய்திடுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நல் பாதுகாப்பும் உண்டு, நல்லதும் உண்டு. என்னை இழந்தாலும், என்னை நீங்கள் மறுத்தாலும் உங்களை நான் காப்பேன். அஞ்சாதீர்கள். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் நான் செய்து வைத்த கப்பலை உபயோகித்து இந்த ஆழிப் பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கூத்து ஊழிக்கூத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உண்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன், நன்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன். பிராயஷ்சித்தம் வேண்டுமென்றும் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டுமென்றும் கதறிய பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பெருங்கருணையினால் தீர்வை தந்து விட்டேன். அன்பர்களே, பக்தர்களே, சீடர்களே, என் சொல் கேட்கும் நேர்மையான தொண்டர்களே, புயல் என புறப்படுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. தேவையானதெல்லாம் உடனடியாய்ச் செய்து வரப்போகும் மக்களுக்கெல்லாம் அன்னதானம் செய்து அவர்கள் நல்லபடி வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி நவபாஷாண மருந்தையே விருந்தாய்க் கொண்டு நோயிலிருந்து தற்காப்பும் பெற்று உயிர்காப்பும் பெற்று நல்லபடியாய் வாழ்ந்திட தேவையான சேவைகளை செய்யுங்கள். இதுதான் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தம். நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் நான் இந்திய நாட்டில் வந்தபொழுது என்னை வைத்து வாழாத பெருங்குற்றத்திற்கு பிராயஷ்சித்தம் இதுவே உங்களுக்கு. இதை யாவது செய்து, இது ஒன்றையாவது செய்து உங்களையும் காத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நாட்டையும் காத்திடுங்கள். கோடிகளில் உயிர்கள் போகப் போகின்றது என்பதை நேரில் காண்பீர்கள். கண்ட பிறகுதான் நான் சொல்லும் வார்த்தையின் சத்தியமும் உண்மையும் உங்களுக்கு புரியப் போகின்றது. அழிவதற்கு முன்வந்து நவபாஷாண மருந்தை விருந்தாய்ப் பெற்று மரணத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் அன்னை பராசக்தி அருளினேன் சத்தியத்தை. இந்த ஒரு சத்தியத்தை உடனடியாய் புரிந்து கொண்டு உங்களுக்கும் உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தின் எல்லைக்குள் ஆருக்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று தீண்டாது. இந்த சத்தியத்தை அனுபவபூர்வமாகவும் அறிவியற்பூர்வமாகவும் முழுமையாக நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இது நிரூபணமாகும். அன்னை பராசக்தி 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக உள்ள ஞான ஔஷத சக்திகள் அனைத்தையும் பிரம்மாண்ட யோனி ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பத்திலிருந்து கொண்டு வந்து உருவாக்கி வைத்த நவபாஷாண லிங்கம் இன்று பிரளயத்திலிருந்து காக்கும் பெரும் கப்பலாய் உங்களுக்கு ஊதாவும். என இழந்தாலும் நான் செய்து வைத்த இந்த ரசவாத ஞானத்தின் துணை இழக்காமல் உங்களை நீங்களே காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது ஒன்றே வழி. மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் 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 ஓம். Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. am your guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment.
Nithyanandam, translating the words of Devi Parashakti, the revelation she has made. World cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi KAILASA. Adi KAILASA is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from Pralaya. Through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies, without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. People, even if children do mistakes in ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashorasi, Manonmani, my responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction, I am telling some of the truths. Listen properly. Within next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives will be lost in India. I am telling you the truth, I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. Let us now look at the current state of the world as revealed by Devi Parashakti. COVID is getting worse, not better in North Korea, by the World Health Organization. A top official at World Health Organization said the UN Health Agency assumes the coronavirus outbreak in North Korea is getting worse and not better, despite the secretive country's recent claims that COVID-19 is slowing there. At a briefing on Wednesday, June 1st, World Health Organization Emergency Chief Dr. Mike Ryan appealed to North Korean authorities for more information about the COVID-19 outbreak there, saying we have real issues in getting access to the raw data and to the actual situation on the ground. He said that the World Health Organization has not received any privileged information about the epidemic, unlike in typical outbreaks when countries may share more sensitive data with the organization so it can evaluate the public health risks for the global community. COVID-19 slows progress towards universal energy access. The COVID-19 pandemic has been a key factor in slowing progress towards universal energy access. Globally, 733 million people still have no access to electricity, and 2.4 billion people still cook using fuels detrimental to the health and the environment. At the current rate of progress, 670 million people will remain without electricity in 2030, 10 million more than projected last year. India takes caution as Health Ministry issues guidelines to states for monkeypox. In terms of daily case count, India on Tuesday saw a marginal dip as 2,338 COVID-19 infections were registered in the last 24 hours. In terms of the daily corona fatalities, the country witnessed 19 deaths in the span of one day. While overall national tally remains well below the 3,000 mark, there has been a surge in certain areas. Both Maharashtra and Kerala, which had been the COVID epicenters in both the first and second wave, the cases are creeping up steadily. In fact, Aslam Shaikh, the Mumbai City Guardian Minister, has also issued a warning and said that if the graph of coronavirus cases keeps the upward trend, the state government may have to reintroduce COVID curbs. For 5 consecutive days, Mumbai has been reporting over 300 COVID-19 cases. Meanwhile, the results are out for the 3 sample of the suspected monkeypox infection. The lab at National Institute of Virology says that all 3 samples have tested negative, and so far, India remains monkeypox free. The World Health Organization says that as many as 23 nations around the globe have reported this virus. Omicron subvariant drives spikes in cases and deaths in Portugal. A spike of COVID-19 cases and deaths in Portugal driven by the Omicron BA.5 subvariant in spite of warm temperatures, is causing capitals across Europe to once again consider measures against a pandemic that has started to fade into public memory. Portugal confirmed 26,848 new cases and recorded 47 COVID deaths on Wednesday, the highest daily death toll since 17th of February, where 51 deaths from a disease were reported. The trend contrasts with the pandemic situation in France, Germany, the UK, and neighboring Spain, where case rates have been declining for the last 2 months. According to figures from the Portuguese Health Ministry, 1,455 people died from COVID as the country entered its sixth wave of the pandemic in April and May. The latest report from the Health Ministry and the Ricardo George Institute noted that mortality from all causes is above the expected value for the time of year, adding there has been an increase in specific mortality from COVID-19. 2 million people in UK have long COVID. An estimated 2 million people in Britain have lingering COVID-19 symptoms more than 4 weeks after the initial coronavirus infection, a latest survey showed. Based on the Office for National Statistics for people living in private households in Britain, an estimated 3.1% of the population were experiencing long COVID symptoms as of May 1st. This is 200,000 more people than the ONS's previously estimated prevalence of 1.8 million as of April 3rd. Of the estimated 2 million people with self-reported long COVID, 442,000 first had COVID-19 less than 12 weeks previously. 1.4 million people had at least 12 weeks prior to their ongoing symptoms. 800,000 to 826,000, 52% at least 1 year previously, and 376,000 at least 2 years previously. We have seen cases of long COVID due to the Omicron BA.2 variant be at least as high as previous variants, despite not causing the same hospitalization rate, said David Strain, clinical senior lecturer and honorary consulate of the University of Exeter Medical School. Strain said the most concerning figure in the survey, however, is the 376,000 people who have had this disease for more than 2 years, noting this is only looking at the first 4 months of COVID infections in Britain. This number will inevitably climb as all of those who caught COVID in the second, third, fourth waves experience continued symptoms. Coronavirus in India, news life updates. India confirms first case of Omicron subvariant BA.4. India has reported a total of 2,259 fresh coronavirus cases across the country on Friday and 20 deaths, taking the overall death toll to 5,24,323. North Korea on Tuesday reported another large jump in illness believed to be COVID-19 and encouraged good health habits as the mouse outbreak spreads through its unvaccinated population and military officers were deployed to distribute medicine. State media said the antivirus headquarters reported another 269,510 people were found with fevers and 6 had died. That raises North Korea's deaths to 56 after more than 1.48 million people have become ill with fever since late April. North Korea lacks test kits to confirm coronavirus infections in large numbers, and the report didn't say how many of the fever cases were COVID-19. Even after 2 years, the COVID virus remains unpredictable, and World Health Organization reiterated that our eyes cannot be taken off the virus. World Health Organization officials said that with each mutation, Omicron subvariants are becoming more transmissible than the previous one, and that this will continue, officials warned. During a recent conference, World Health Organization's Maria von Kerkhoff said, "What we can say is as this virus evolves, the latest variants, Omicron and all the sublineages, are more transmissible than the last variant circulating, and we know that will continue. There will be more variants of SARS-CoV-2. Hence, we cannot afford to take our eye off the ball for this virus despite all of the other challenges circulating. A recent surge in COVID-19 cases and deaths in Portugal, triggered by the Omicron BA.5 subvariant, has prompted several countries across Europe to reconsider their pandemic response. On June 1st, Portugal confirmed as many as 26,848 new cases and 47 COVID-related deaths, the highest single-day toll since February 17th. The report further stated that the pandemic is in stark contrast to the pandemic scenario in France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and neighboring Spain, where case rates have been falling over the past 2 months. COVID-19 continues to ravage China and North Korea for several reasons, but primarily because of Omicron's virulent nature. COVID-19 cases continue to soar in China and North Korea. North Korea's health authorities have said that they have observed a downward trend, but Pyongyang observers have dismissed North Korea's COVID stats, claiming they are essentially nonsense. The United States reported at least 108,000 coronavirus cases every day for the past week and also reported a rise in hospitalizations. The New York Times said in a report that hospitalizations were up by 30% to roughly 24,700 per day. Another form of the Omicron subvariant BA.2 has become the dominant version among new US coronavirus cases, according to federal estimates on Tuesday, a development that experts had forecast over the last few weeks. There is no indication yet that the new subvariant, known as BA.2.12.1, causes more severe disease than earlier forms had. This new variant made up about 58% of all US cases, according to estimates by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, for the week ending May 21st. Unexplained severe acute hepatitis cases among children continue to emerge in Canada and around the world, and while health officials desperately search for a cause of the mysterious illness, researchers are pointing to a possible link to COVID-19. The World Health Organization said Tuesday there are now at least 348 probable cases of severe acute hepatitis or inflammation of the liver in children under investigation worldwide, which aren't caused by usual hepatitis viruses or any other clear source. In Canada, more than a dozen possible cases have been reported across multiple provinces since the Public Health Agency of Canada confirmed earlier this month that some cases of severe liver disease were under investigation. While an earlier line of investigation from UK health officials emphasized possible links to adenovirus, a family of viruses typically known for causing mild cold or flu-like illnesses, global teams are also zeroing in on potential impact from SARS-CoV-2, the virus behind the COVID-19. The number of people who have died from COVID-19 in Europe, the long-term epicenter of the pandemic, has passed 2 million. A devastating milestone has passed as reported confirmed COVID-19 deaths from countries in the World Health Organization European region have exceeded more than 2 million people, the UN Health Agency said in a report. The World Health Organization's European region comprises 53 countries and regions, including several in Central Asia. According to a health body, 2,002,058 people have died from COVID out of the 218,225,294 registered cases in the country. The United States, the world's most affected country, has lost more than 1 million people. Meanwhile, after a resurgence in the first 2 weeks of March, the number of infections is falling in Europe. The number of new cases and deaths have declined by 26% and 24% in the last 7 days. More than 2 years after the first restrictions, most European countries have eased their restrictions intended to curb the spread of the novel coronavirus. Severe cases of COVID causing cognitive impairment equivalent to aging 20 years, a new study finds. Patients who overcome severe COVID infections suffer the same cognitive impairment than people generally go through between the ages of 50 and 70, a new study has found. This is the equivalent of losing 10 IQ points, say the team of scientists from the University of Cambridge and Imperial College London. The findings suggest that the effects of the coronavirus infection are still detectable more than 6 months after the illness, that cognitive recovery is gradual at best, and that it may even impact people who only had mild cases. A World Health Report has estimated that there were 47 lakh COVID-19 deaths in India from January 2020 till December 2021, which is nearly 10 times the official figures. India rejected the estimates by calling data collection methodology questionable and said that despite India's objection to the process, methodology and outcomes of this modeling exercise, the World Health Organization released the excess mortality estimates. Scans reveal how COVID may change the brain. Catching COVID causes changes to the brain, a study suggests. Scientists found significant differences in MRI scans before and after infection. Even after a mild infection, the overall size of the brain had shrunk slightly, with less gray matters in parts related to smell and memory. The researchers do not know whether the changes are permanent, but stress that the brain could be healed. The study is published in the journal Nature. Lead author Professor Gwenaëlle Duard from the Wellcome Center for Integrative Neuroimaging at the University of Oxford said, "We were looking at essentially mild infection. So to see that we could really see some differences in their brain and how much their brain had changed compared with those who had not been infected was quite a surprise." The UK Biobank project has followed the health of 500,000 people for about 15 years and has a database of scans recorded before the pandemic, so provided a unique opportunity to study the long-term health impacts of the virus. A new study says that 1 in 10 Australian healthcare workers has had thoughts of suicide or self-harm during the pandemic. Healthcare workers in Somalia suffer from high rates of anxiety, depression, and stress because of their work with COVID-19 cases. Initial findings recorded a high prevalence of anxiety in the workforce at 69.3%, 46.5% for depression, and 15.2% for stress. Now, having seen the impact coronavirus is having directly, indirectly, as well as the side effects and after effects of the coronavirus, Devi Parashakti is giving 8 ways to protect ourselves from the coronavirus pandemic.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakti Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட, நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு. கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதை செய்திட, நன்மையை சொல்லிட, தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் ஒன்று. சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் எனைச் சரணடைதல் 2. எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3. நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4. நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5. சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6. நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7. பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு ஸ்மரணையில் அகம் அகம் என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் மயக்கமும் வாழ்வீர்கள் வளத்தொடு நல் ஞானம் யோகத்தொடு நாமே நிம்மோடு நானே நீயாய் நீயே நானாய் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். 8இல் 1 செய்தாலும் கொரோனா உங்களை எட்டவிடாது காப்பு. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Revealing the solutions, translating the solutions revealed by Devi Parashakti. Oh humans, don't be scared of the deadly infection corona. Through these 8 ways, praying and meditating on me, surrendering to me through social media, wherever I am residing, worshipping me by doing the fire walking, applying turmeric in the chest, drinking neem juice and meditating on me every day, being in unclutched state, filling with eternal bliss, doing ajapa japa of the cosmic sound Shiva, with complete mind applying the banana peel and onion in the heels and going to sleep, and being in the state beyond any resemblance or forgetting the Arunachala Spurna that blossoms as a hum in the state of Ananda Spurna. And these are the 8 solutions given by Devi Parashakti for all of us to come out of the sufferings of Pralaya. And so now we're going to be entering to the next segment of today's program, which is the glorious glimpses of the glorious past on this day.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
On this day in the year 2007, we can see a glimpses of construction in Adi KAILASA Sarvanya Peetham. In the year 2008, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, with delegates of KAILASA, went on the Himalayan Yatra with 135 devotees from all over the world. The places of visit were Rishikesh, Haridwar, Uttarkashi, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath and Joshimath. Besides visiting holy shrines, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism delivered the powerful discourses on various subjects, including the topic of Guru-disciple relationship. He answered questions from the devotees on any subject of their choice. He also conducted spiritual workshops on burning of the engrams in each person that are the causative factors for all physical and mental ailments. The devotees saw Swamiji perform many homas, abhishekams and pujas at all the places of visit. The group shared many spiritual experiences during the trip. Following are photos taken during the 8th day of the yatra, where the participants are with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visiting Srinagar. Here we have glimpses of the Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalayam in the year 2009 on this day. In the year 2011, we can see here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism sitting with devotees and disciples in the Panchatapas ritual. On this day in the year 2012, we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism offering Arati in Shyamalapita Sarvanya Peetham.
जगदीशा कमल नयन हे हृदय विहारी योग अवतारा गजमुग गजमुग सुरमुनिवन्दित नित्य गुणशीला गजमुग गजमुग सुरमुनिवन्दित नित्य गुणशीला ईश्वर नित्या नित्यानन्दन जय जगत् जगदीशा कमल नयन हे हृदय विहारी योग अवतारा शिवशक्तीश्वरी महादेवा शिव संपो शंकर शंकर शरणं पंकज शरणं सद्गुरुदेवा नित्य गुरुदेवा नित्यानन्दमयी नित्येश्वरिणी ईश्वर नित्या नित्यानन्दन जय जगत् जगदीशा कमल नयन हे हृदय विहारी योग अवतारा निरंजन ज्योति स्वरूपा ओम नमः शिवाय नित्याय नमः ओम सदाशिवरंजनी नित्य निरंजनी मंगल गुरुमाता नित्येश्वरिणी ईश्वर नित्या नित्यानंदन जय जगत् जगदीशा कमल नयन हे हृदय विहारी नित्य अवतारा नित्य अवतारा नित्य अवतारा
On this day in the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the presidential address Nithyananda Satsang, describes the astonishing adventure of rebirth during our lifetime. We have the potential for 6 types of birth during one human life. Physical birth, which we have already experienced. Then the obsessive mind is born when we develop our root patterns, the source of our troubles. As we release the root patterns, we take true birth. This is the birth of integrity in us. From that infant integration arises the decision to expand, the awareness of our possibility. That is the birth of authenticity. Once we take the responsibility for the whole world, we are born into maturity, the birth of leadership. Ultimately, as we enrich others with our understanding, we experience divine birth from which there is no return to the old life. We are liberated.
इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूं। Today I'll continue to expand on spiritual activism. What I mean by the word spiritual activist, I think this is the best word which will suit me. And this is the best word which will suit all of you, because all of you are reflection of me. आज मैं आध्यात्मिक सक्रियता इस विषय पर अपना प्रवचन जारी रखूंगा। आध्यात्मिक सक्रियता ये शब्द ही मेरे लिए उचित है और मेरे सभी शिष्यों और भक्तों के लिए भी उचित है, क्योंकि अभी मेरे प्रतिबिंब है। Let me expand on this one word, spiritual activism. Spiritual activism means, please understand, actively understanding, analyzing, realizing, cognizing the way you look at the world itself through the spiritual frame. Get it? Get it? What is birth? Understand with spiritual cognition. What is life? Understand with spiritual cognition. What is death? Understand through the 4 tattvas. How you need to respond to every situation. Understand everything through the 4 tattvas. Whether it is birth, life, death, meditation, anger, dana, tapa, vairagya, maturity, growth, expansion, money, how to achieve money, relationships, what is relationships and how to achieve relationships, what is success and how to achieve success. Everything cognize with the four tattvas, with spiritual strength, spiritual understanding. For example, birth. The body which you are using, when it fell onto the planet Earth, that is first level of birth. One level of birth happened. Listen. When your body fell on the planet Earth, one level, one kind of birth has happened. When the first actual root pattern is experienced by you, next birth happened. Unfortunately, the first physical birth started with deep pain. Even the mental birth started with lack of integrity, because any root pattern you carry will not be in integrity with life. That is why you need to complete with it. When you complete the root pattern, that moment your birth as per the integrity starts. Integrity is born in you the moment you complete your root pattern. Listen. I am describing different types of births. When your body happens, it is physical birth. Actual, when your root pattern starts happening, it is birth of you. When you complete the root pattern, the actual conscious birth starts in you. Your conscious birth starts when you complete with your root patterns. When you decide to expand, authentic birth happens. When you start taking the responsibility, maturity happens. Each one of these are different levels of births. When you start enriching others, the divine being in you is given birth. Listen, look at the whole thing. When your body is born, it is just physical birth, biological birth. There are millions, I can say even billions, see only biological birth and biological death. Over. That is why I tell you, blessed are the kids who are in the Gurukul, learn in the very young age what is the real birth. Real birth is not just you coming out of your mummy's tummy. It is physical birth, biological birth. That's all. That's all. When your root pattern starts, your mental birth starts. That is when your birth starts. When you find your root pattern and complete all the root patterns, that is when, understand, listen, get it. That is when your real birth in integrity starts. When you decide to grow, listen, there are some people who die just with the physical birth. There are some people, not some, I can say 1 more billion, dies just with the birth of the root pattern. Billions of people don't even have the knowledge about their root pattern. Just in that ignorance, they die. They die. They die in the ignorance. When you find your root pattern and complete with it, your conscious birth starts. Only when you complete with the root pattern, conscious birth starts. Millions die in this level itself. In the conscious birth, the integrity opens up. Understand? When you decide to grow, your authenticity is born. That is your authentic birth. Physical birth from mommy's tummy. Mental birth when the root pattern is born. When you complete with the root pattern, conscious birth. When you decide to expand, authentic birth. When you take the responsibility for the world, maturity happens in you. When you enrich others, divine being is born in you. The divine birth happens to you. I tell you, only the man who has seen all the 6 births will not have rebirth. Till you see the 6 births, you will continue to have rebirth. Anybody wants to go beyond rebirth should see all these 6 births. Physical birth, mental birth, conscious birth, authentic birth, maturity, and divine birth. Understand all these different levels of birth. In the coming inner awakening, I'll be working on all these births. That will be the unique importance of this inner awakening. Only when you have all the 6 births, you will not have a rebirth. I have seen some people die with a physical birth, some die with a mental birth, some die in conscious birth, some die with authentic birth, some die in maturity birth, some die after divine birth. Very few die after divine birth. Anybody dies after divine birth? No rebirth. The space of completion is what I call no rebirth. Don't have the life with incompletion. Life in incompletion is hell. Life in completion. Life with completion is heaven. I tell you, in every level, looking at the life with 4 tattvas, living and enriching others, is spiritual activism. This is spiritual activism. If you are feeling depressed, handle it through 4 tattvas. Not with medication, not even with meditation. Even meditation is a kind of accepted medication. No. Even meditation is accepting your defeat, understanding you are powerless and asking for some help. Live with these 4 tattvas. No question of powerlessness. No powerlessness. आध्यात्मिक सक्रियता का अर्थ है सक्रिय रूप से विश्व को पहचानना, विश्लेषण करना, महसूस करना, पूरे विश्व को आध्यात्मिक ढांचे से देखना है। उदाहरण के रूप में आपका जन्म, जब आप अपने मूल विचार का पहले अनुभव किया, आपका दूसरा जन्म हुआ। दुर्भाग्य रूप से आपका पहला जन्म, शारीरिक जन्म, पीड़ा से उत्पन्न हुआ। कोई भी मूल विचार जीवन के साथ संपूर्ति में नहीं हो सकता है। जब आपका मूल विचार, लिजन, जब आपका मूल विचार लिजन जन्म लेता है, वही आपका मानसिक जन्म है। केवल जब आप अपने मूल विचार के साथ पूर्णत लाते हैं, आपका सचेत जन्म होता है। करोड़ों लोग अपने मूल विचार के बारे में अनभिज्ञ है और इसे आगे बढ़ते भी नहीं। जब आप विस्तारित होने का निर्णय लेते हैं, आपका श्रद्धापूर्ण जन्म होता है। जब आप विश्व का उत्तरदायित्व उठाते हैं, आप में परिपक्वता का जन्म होता है। जब आप दूसरों को लाभान्वित करते हैं, आप में दिव्यता का जन्म होता है। इन सभी स्तरों पर जन्मों के बारे में समझिए। जब तक आप इन सभी स्तरों में जन्म लेंगे, तभी आप इस जन्म चक्र से बाहर आ जाएंगे। लिसन, right understanding about maturity. I tell you, the maturity my Gurukul kids carry, you can never imagine. In the world, so-called world, maturity is associated only to your cell phone and cigarette. If you can handle a cell phone, have an iPad and smoke or drug, you are considered to be the matured kid. I am shocked, even in Bangalore, high school kids are so freely able to have access to drugs. And if you don't do drug, you are not cool. You are not modern. Drug is considered, unfortunately, as symbol of maturity. Oh God, what happened to India? What happened to Bharat? Oh Bharat!
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the presidential address, the Nithyananda Satsang, expanded on Hridaya Guhya Dahara Vidya. When you spontaneously think, understand and carry is what you brought from the last birth. What you do is in alignment with the inner, outer, others and life images, there is no conflict. The best of these images is achievable. You just need to constantly complete with SDHD and constantly align with your declared best image again and again, demanding authenticity of yourself.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Houston, Kalahasti, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Kuala Lumpur, Parani, Tiruvanmiyur, Chennai, Surrey, Canada, Nithyananda Nagaramo, Hyderabad, Ohio, Prayag, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Salem, Dhyanapeetham, San Jose, Madurai, Singapore, Singapuram, Toronto, Kailasam, Dhyanatma, High Point, North Carolina, Jnaneshwar, Nepal, Warrington, UK, Miami, and Nithyananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad, Kathmandu, Nepal, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, London Kashi, Ohio, Ma Shivananda, Belgium, Hong Kong, Sirgade, Tune Moon, Hong Kong, Vishweshwarananda, New York, Nithyananda University, Paris, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Brooklyn, New York. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today I wanted to expand on this one truth. Hridaya Guhya Tahara Vidya. In all of us, please listen, in all of us, There is a strong cognition which is spontaneous for us, which forms the core of our heart, core of our being. Hridaya Guhya, which is cherished in the cave of the heart. For some people, I am this body is the Hridaya Guhya Tahara Vidya. They function, think, do everything with that understanding. I am this body from morning till night. Painting and cleaning externally and internally takes the whole day. Internal washing, cleaning, filling. External washing, cleaning, painting takes whole day. Even the little remaining time they have, they will be working to get all this. Understand? All of us have Hridaya Guhya Tahara Vidya. In our heart cave, a natural understanding, a spontaneous flow of knowledge. Some people think mind, name and fame, the reward, joy. Joy which comes when others praise you. That is you. If that becomes your Hridaya Guhya Tahara Vidya, the spontaneous knowledge about life, then whole life you run behind that stupid Nobel Prize. And finally you get rejected and dejected, and you go on teaching how to live to people. You need to understand what actually your Hridaya Guhya, in the heart cave, you think as your spontaneous cognition about inner image, outer image, life image and others image. Spontaneously what do you think? Understand? Spontaneously what you understand. Spontaneously what you carry. I wanted every one of you to know, spontaneously what you carry is what you brought from the past birth. That is what you brought from the past birth. My Hridaya Vidya, Hridaya Guhya Tahara Vidya, the spontaneous cognition, knowledge I brought in my heart cave is completely aligned to all these four images. Completely aligned to all these four images. Aligned to all these four images. Listen. Completely aligned to all these four images. I may want to repeat this again and again till you listen. Listen. That was my spontaneous flow of life. What you feel inside you as you, what you declare outside you as you, what you want others to experience you as you, what you feel about others and the world. Aligning all these four to best and constantly, please listen, the life happening in you, every moment you feeling I exist is like energy. To whatever you want, you can infuse that life into it. If you constantly think, I have so much of HDHD, I can never be successful, more and more you associate yourself with that, that becomes alive. Understand? In the beginning, you may not be able to change what happens outside, but you will be able to always change what happens inside. So decide, even for a few minutes, you will not empower, energize. The concept that you are a failure, you are struggling, you are. Few days before, one of my Swami was telling, I complete and get out, again I fall back, and complete and get out, again I fall back. You want to enjoy this personality. You are enjoying this space. You want to empower this idea of I raise and fall, because you must be enjoying the effort, hard effort you are putting. Understand, hard work is nothing but ignorance. You don't have intelligence to do the smart work. You are stupid enough not to do the smart work. What you do is called hard work. And if you enjoy hard work, nobody is going to say no, but you are stupid. Why will you complete yourself and then come out again, fall into the same ditch and complete yourself and come out? Because you empower that cognition. I am struggling, sincere, seeker. Because you set a standard to yourself long ago. At least I will be a good seeker. Whether I achieve it or not, who knows? I don't think I can achieve. That and all is not possible for me. But I'll be a good seeker. And maybe that is the way you will try to get others' attention. See, I am struggling and coming out. But stupid thing, nobody is ready to listen to your struggle. Understand? How much ever you try to decorate your struggle, nobody is ready to listen to your struggle unless you win the game. Only when you win the game, your struggles are garlanded, respected, worshipped. Your struggles by itself has no respect. So decide to win the game now. See, every moment your life empowers some cognition. Either, see, all these different cognitions. I am struggling. I can't achieve it. I can achieve it. I have achieved it. All these are just various cognitions, various balloons. You can fill the gas in any balloon. Your life is the gas. You can fill the gas in any balloon.
Here we have glimpses from the 5th June 2015, glimpses of the Nithyananda Sangha through the Nithyananda Times.
नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Mahants, Sarvangyapeta Yajamans, Thanedars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers who are sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Facebook Live, through hundreds of Adinavasis channels, YouTube Live and through two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us is a long list, so I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Still we are collecting the data about the cities, number of cities had heaven's shower. We will present that tomorrow with the detailed data. Today is World Environment Day. Let the environment be blessed by Sadashiva and be harmoniously balanced. Yesterday one of my sannyasi was asking me that you said you are balancing the nature. Does it mean some places where there is no rain, it will not rain? I said no. All balance of nature is blessed by a shower. Understand, heavy shower is different. Heaven's showering means whenever there is a nature balanced, harmonious, there will always be drizzle which cools the body of all the living beings and creates space for grass to grow. Understand? Grass should happen on the land. Fish, the small fishes, should happen in the water. That is what is the meaning of the word heaven's shower. When the water travels through the air, it consumes prana, becomes pregnant, pranic seed, reaches the ground. That becomes the life for the grass and for the fish. That is what is the meaning of heaven's showering. So I blessed for the heaven's showering. Not only all the 108 places will have the nature balanced, it will have heaven's showering. So we will collect the data and present it to you soon. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, once we are ready with all the data. And I also have one more announcement. From today, all our Kalpataru programs will be called as Kalpataru Yoga programs. Kalpataru Yoga. Nithyanandam program will be called as Nithyanandam for New Gen. I'll continue to expand on this truth. Jnana Vrata means taking the vow to purify through the knowledge, understanding, clarity, depth of existence. Listen. Anything transforms you, becomes your depth of existence only when you decide to assimilate. If you see places all around you dirty, if you think, first you don't even cognize, that means dirt. You are also part of the dirt. You feel, oh, something should be done, I don't know who will do. Then you are a Sudra. Always depressed, waiting to get depressed, waiting to prove nothing is possible, impossible. The moment you feel responsible and say, no, the place where I am living can't be so dirty. I have seen some of the very integrated Buddhist monasteries. Integrity means integrity to the place you are living, integrity to everything. What are we talking about? Environment, when we can't keep our place clean? Of course, I am changing the Vatavarana everywhere. I am changing the environment, balancing harmony. All this is great, okay. But all the time I have to only use my extraordinary powers and do. You just need to bend and pick up the dirt and clean the place where you are. Somehow this never comes to we Indians. Cleanliness, we almost lost it after British enslaved us. I will not say we did not have before, because the way the temples maintain and the earlier records show, cleanliness was part of our life. And the way the temple jewelries, which are few thousand years old, are maintained, I can say that there was tremendous cleanliness and responsibility in our system. Maybe I think once we become slave, we become life negative and lost the whole thing. Let me expand on this Jnana Vrata. Depth, which makes you cognize the way you exist, the way you involve yourself, the way you make things happen. Listen, depth is the way you exist, the way you make things happen, the way you want things to be. Listen to these words. The way you perceive, the way things exist, the way you want things to be. All this put together is your depth. And if you don't even cognize something, that can never manifest in your life. Understand that very clearly. So cognition is too important. Cognition is too important. Purifying your cognition through Jnana Vrata. Purifying your cognition through Jnana Vrata is too important. Constantly drilling yourself with a deeper and deeper understandings about life, cosmos, existence, God. How you exist is you. How you want to exist is God. How you are going to do it is world. Understand? How you exist is you. How you want to exist is God. How you are going to do it is world. Cognitions about everything is too important. Cognitions about everything is too important. You decide to cheat, nobody can help you. You decide to grow, nobody can depress you. Your decisions, your cognitions matter in what you are going to make out of you, from you. What you are going to make out of you. I wanted all our gurukuls and universities to use this as one of the important syllabus. The homework should be done. Understand this homework thoroughly. What you are as you, what you want to be only is your Ishvara. Understand? All your highest cognition and highest possibility is your Ishvara. And what kind of an atmosphere you are going to create for you to manifest your Ishvara? Where you have to live, what kind of food you have to eat, what kind of clothes you need to wear, what kind of lifestyle you need to do, what kind of thought currents you need to cherish, all this put together is your world. That's all. What you are now, what you want to be, and how you are going to do it. Your God will manifest if you make your kind of Sangha. You will become your God if you manifest your Sangha. So Sangha you choose is very important for you to become your God. I tell you, anything is worthy to live among the like-minded people. And never get married to like-minded people. I'm telling you. No, you will make hell for each other, and you will hate the very concept because of that concept you chose this person. So concept itself is wrong. Understand some of the paradoxical but ultimate truths I'll tell you. Listen very carefully. Money stops you being wealthy. Listen to this paradoxical statement. Accumulated money stops you being wealthy. Means being alive and active is drastically reduced by accumulated wealth. That automatically instills certain kind of tiredness and boredom, and no need to be alive and relating. Second paradoxical but truth. Sex ends all beautiful components of relationship. All the most beautiful components of relationship. Joy, love, feeling empowered by the other person. All these most beautiful things of relationship ends when there is a pressure of sex. Either need to give or deprived, any feeling. If you feel you have to give, or if you feel you are deprived. Understand? Most beautiful parts of life of being wealthy means excitement, enthusiasm, alive, feeling challenged, and the way you become excited when you are challenged, all those beautiful things collapse once for all, never visit you again. You even forget those things exist by accumulated wealth. Understand? Accumulated wealth takes away being wealthy. Being wealthy means active, alive, fresh, knows how to solve the issues, interactive, ever ready to invent new things, manifest new things. Accumulated wealth, especially if it gets into your head, stops all the beauty of being wealthy. Most beautiful components of relationship, feeling empowered by the other person. When somebody trusts you and you trust the other person trusts you, when the trust becomes a complete circle, not only you trusting me, I trust, you trust me, and you trust, I trust you. We both know our trust on each other, and our trust on each other, trust is so sweet. That is what I call feeling empowered by the other. Listen, whenever two persons empower each other, they are not 1 + 1 2, they are 1 and 1 11. When three persons trust each other intensely, they are not 1 + 1 + 1 3, no, 1 1 1 111. You do not know the power of feeling empowered by somebody's trust. The trust, power of feeling empowered makes every single smile intimate. Listen. Listen. All the beautiful things of relationship, tremendous friendliness, tremendous sweetness of togetherness, just sipping a cup of coffee together, just sitting together with a cup of tea, laughing, making fun, teasing, joking, rolling and laughing. Most beautiful components of relationships gets brutally murdered when the sex intervenes like a wolf inside the sweet home. Understand? I am not talking something moralistic. No. When there is a demand or deprived feeling, I am not against sex or for sex. I am not interested in commenting on it. I am only commenting on feeling deprived or feeling demanded. When that enters, it kills all the beautiful components of relationship. Understand? Some of the most ignorant vratas, Ajnana vrata, is wealth is money, sex is relationship. These are all the worst Ajnana vratas, with which means ignorance burning life. When there is no deprived feeling or demand, you experience best powerfulness of relationship. Understand? The purpose of relationship is both feeling powerfulness, empowered. 1 + 1 becoming 11 is relationship. That is why the statement I make looks very paradoxical. Sex destroys relationship. Sex ends relationship. Because the moment you feel you are deprived or you are demanded, you lose the ability to experience most subtle, beautiful, sweetest components of relationship. The power of trust. You know, I trust you, and I know you trust me, and you trust me that I trust you. This full circle of trust, I tell you, even if you find one being with whom you have full circle of trust, so much of feeling empowered happens. I want you to know, wealth is not money. Sex is not relationship. Wealthy means all the components of your brain, ability to grasp, ability to cognize, ability to respond, ability to make yourself available to life, ability to keep yourself excited, ability to be up and alive, all these are wealth. Dhairya Lakshmi, Virya Lakshmi, Vijaya Lakshmi, all these Lakshmis are wealth. If accumulated bank balance kills all this in you, that is not wealth. Then better to renounce this accumulated wealth, get into the street and become wealthy again. That is why you take new body, just to refresh yourself. You pressing the refresh button, reboot button, is your death and new life. Sometimes you feel now it is time you have to reboot yourself or refresh yourself. This whole Sangha structure, that is the way I am evolving. No one will have accumulated wealth, so everyone is wealthy. And everything is taken care. So all survival needs are taken care. So you do not, money has no utility. Money has no use. You are wealthy with life. You are wealthy with life, not with accumulated currency which can disturb you being wealthy. By next year, we will create a Sangha. At least 10,000 people will be living here, superconscious beings who are really wealthy and really complete in their relationships. Health means not letting your chemicals, hormones disturb your thinking towards your goal. Pitta, fatigue, stops your flow towards your goal. You are not healthy. Pitta, fatigue, if it stops your thinking towards your goal, you are not healthy. Means when you are sitting in your puja and satsang, if you fall asleep, pitta, fatigue is taking over you and stopping you flowing towards your goal. You are not healthy. Something seriously need to be done. Health means your hormones and chemicals not interfering in your speed of flowing towards your goal. Your system supporting your goal is health. Your relationships making you feel powerful is relationship. Making you feel powerful to flow towards.
On this day in the year 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the cosmic principle of Devi Meenakshi Parashakti during today's live public address, the Nithyananda Satsang. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism announced that all the gods and goddesses are celebrating this re-establishment of Shyamalapita Sarvingapitam, showering the blessings in the form of rain. He shared that the easiest, most powerful, most inspiring, and most exciting way to connect with life is the form of Mother, the form which he himself connects after all the philosophies, spiritual masters, and experiences in his own life. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that only the best should be offered to Mother, who is best in the cosmos, and also blessed all who are applying to become Kailaya-vasis or contributors for Shyamalapita Sarvingapitam. On this day in the year 2020, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the live presidential address to Nithyananda Satsang, expounded on how the ecosystem was critical for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's third eye awakening and initiated everyone into Paramashivoham during the everyday life public talk. Today was the auspicious Nityananda Purnima day, which was observed, making the anniversary of Swamiji's Enlightenment Day. On this auspicious day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, expressed his gratitude to the Enlightenment ecosystem and his message to the world that it's important to have an ecosystem for a person to flower into enlightenment. Jnanasambandha Guru Puja and the World Environment Day was also observed on this time. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism worked further on raising the consciousness of the delegates by bestowing them with the Sundareshwara Bhava Samaya Darshan on the day. And so now with this we come to the end of this segment of the Glimpse of Glorious Past, and we would like to invite all of our viewers who are watching now to the Paramashivoham Level 3 second season, starting from July 13th to August 3rd, 2022. This program is taking place for the second time after 3 years and is the most awaited program with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism directly. Paramashivoham is an immersive 21-day awakening event to teach you the science of manifesting the ultimate consciousness in you. This program will manifest the deeper experiences of the 25 states of consciousness, vertical time zones, and power manifestation. For more information about the program or to register yourself for the program, you can visit the link kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. And so now we are going to be followed by events happening from the Adi KAILASA Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalayam, where the first day of the Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsavam is being celebrated. We're going to be witnessing the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, along with Lord Ganesha and Lord Subramanya being taken in procession, as well as the Deeparadhana being offered to them. Please stay tuned. We're going to be followed very shortly with live events happening from the Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalayam.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.